Yeah, we were happy with the performance of the team, happy with the energy, with the spirit, with the discipline we had. It's never easy coming here because of Liverpool's quality and Anfield. So we take the point, we accept the point, and we move forward in a positive way. No, he's not played since November. Hasn't had any game time, so it would have been a risk to play him from the start. It was more managing his minutes at the back end of the game. We thought it was the right time to bring him in. Yeah, no, it was good, really good. I mean, he's only been with us a couple of days, like I said. So he'll get better the more he's with us and the more we understand him and vice versa. But promising signs.
Sam Wallace.
It's only been, like I said, I think he's had 2 sessions with us. But from watching him at Shakhtar and seeing his quality there, he's dangerous in 1v1 situations. In the final third, he can make things happen. I think he'll get supporters off their seats. Dribbling action's really, really high. And knows where the goal is. So our job now is to help him settle settle into the team, settle into the country, settle into the league, and gain an understanding of us and how we can help him.
Liam Twomey.
Yeah, I mean, they're top players. That's ultimately. Sometimes these coaches think that we magically turn these players into top players, but they're top players. João and Mudryk, they understand the game, they understand football, and then it's just about helping them just fine-tune it a little bit. The more we can get them into the better situations, the better for them and better for us. But the signs are positive. Yeah, but I think that rather than worry about what's going to happen in 4 or 5 months' time, we have to just focus on the next day's training, the next match. We've been through a period where, I mean, Liverpool have suffered as well, but if you look at how many players we've had missing for a period of time, it's into the double figures. So that can affect any team in the Premier League. And then we have to understand the transition that we've all been through and all that brings. But I think the way the team stuck together through a period where there was a lot of, obviously, criticism, a lot of pressure and noise, and the team stayed together, we kept working, kept trying to improve. And then you get yourself to a situation where you've got some injured players coming back, so you've made some signings that freshens the group up, and then there's more competition in the team. So that's what you need at a club like Chelsea.
Are you now excited for the next part of the season? Looking forward?
I think you've got to be excited all the time, even though sometimes you have to suffer, and we have had to suffer because, again, I'm having to answer questions about form when there's 10 injured players on the side. It's not like I've not selected them, you know. They're just not being available. So, but throughout you have to be excited. It's like, even though Jurgen's been suffering, I'm sure he'll say he's excited to work for Liverpool. It's some of the best opportunities in football. Well, he's got a football brain that's just above everybody pretty much, because he understands the game, how long he's played at the highest level, the players he's played with, the players he's played against. His references are just so strong that he can help the team. He helps individuals. You know, he's got Benoit there. He's only had his 2nd game in the Premier League alongside him. I think I'm sure he benefits from playing alongside Thiago Silva. Everyone benefits from him. He's a leader on the pitch, leader off the pitch. Really important player. Yeah, now I can speak about him because he's a Chelsea player. Exciting player. Brings a left-footed attacking option for us and competition in that area of the pitch. Young player that's had a good start in his career, accumulated games, and at a big club in Holland. So he's ready to take the next step. We need to help him again, just make that step and adjust to life with us, adjust to life in the Premier League. But he's an exciting player. I think again our supporters will like him. Trevor, I don't know, to be honest with you. I've had to come out and speak to you guys.
Okay, last question.
You never know. Obviously, you always pick up the slight problems in terms of injuries, so you have to adjust to that. But I think stability helps the team. We need to be as stable as we can, at the same time acknowledging the competition that we have within the group and the squad. So it's a balance of the two. And every game brings a slight different demand, and you have to just take into consideration the form or the position of the players. So it's a balancing act. You don't always get it right, of course, but that's the challenge.
Okay, we'll leave it there. Thank
you. First and foremost, before the game, I got a lot of messages, and not all of them were nice. It means I think Arsene Wenger lost his 1000th game 6-0. So I'm really happy that that didn't happen. And I like the start in the first half. I like particularly the start in the second half. So that was good. We have to extend these spells. We have to play more football, especially in the first half when we won balls back, when we defended really well, when we were really aggressive. Then we gave the ball so easy away, but had other moments where we played pretty well. Didn't get it to create a real, like a no-brainer or whatever, but was good. And for me, it's clear in that situation you have really to be ready for little steps, and this was a little step today. That's how it is. We cannot expect now every week. I expect progress, and I think it's, from the last league game it was progress definitely, and that's important. Saw us in a lot of moments really compact, really being together, good challenges, but because the opponent is there as well. Sometimes you have to defend them with passion, and we didn't do that 2 weeks ago, but today we did. So when you have a block in the last second, like Robbo had or whoever had the other one, that's really important. And so these things are positives, and from there we go.
It might leave you even further behind the top four when we come to the end of the weekend. Do you just have to accept that and just keep pushing on in the hope of getting better?
Yeah, the distance we only can influence by winning. So we didn't do that today. So they cannot all lose now. Some of them will win, some of them will draw. Yeah, there are a lot of games to play. There's still a lot of games to play, and if you count all the points, then you see that there's a lot of things are possible. But to get there, we have to continue with the things again we did now, and for the last 2 games I saw progress, and that's good, and that's what we have to keep doing.
Johnny?
You mentioned extending the good spells, not beginning of the second half in particular. What's the key to doing that? How do you extend the good spells?
Oh, that's in possession, and we were compact. We won really good balls. We caused them problems, and from there, then we have to do better with the ball, and that's possible. But it was already better than. So the last game was fine in that department, but then the last league game, that we really keep the balls in there and play from there. It's like we passed. Even Thiago, who is obviously a great footballer, gave balls away, unforced errors, these kind of things. That's what we have to do better. And if we do that, if we defend well and play then in these moments more, use each other more, all of a sudden it looks completely different. But that's where we have to get to.
Rob?
Yeah, and players like Stefan and Harvey are maybe having to step up a little bit sooner or playing a little bit more regular than maybe they would have done if you had everybody fit. And are you pleased and impressed with the way that they're doing that, and they will learn a lot from this for sure for the future? This will be equal to the experience.
There are not a lot of good things in the situation we are in, but that's obviously that it opens doors and gaps and situations for young players is obviously one of the rare positive things, and especially Stefan. There was a door. I'm not even sure it was open, but he ran just through it, and he's exceptional. He does really well in the moment. I think that's clear. We have to be a bit careful with him. Of course, he's really young. We had a yellow card. I don't even know it was his fault, to be 100% honest, but he got a yellow card. So of course he got tired, but was still really good in the game. But each player, when he gets tired and is on a yellow card, is a risk, and we didn't want to take that. But no, he's doing really well. Did you mention Harvey as well? Or, yeah. Okay, Harvey played already the year before for us, and I don't know how long. He's already really a fixed part of the squad. So would say it's slightly different even when he's really young, but he had already really a lot of good games, and he can play different positions. And in our situation, that's really important. Obviously, we like a little bit proper wingers, if you want, because they are all not available, but Harvey can play there in a different way, yes, but he can play there. He can probably play more position if he plays on the right side, but there's more, and so that goes well. So no, these are positives, but they are not the only positives. But of course, they're easy to see, and all the others maybe you have to look a bit try a bit harder to find them, but they're still there.
Sam?
Both teams are not where we expect to see them in the table. Is this something we have to accept as the Premier League becomes ever more competitive and smaller clubs get better at sort of
yeah, definitely. Smaller clubs, whatever that means. Yeah, there are a lot of good teams. It's the strongest league in the world, so I don't think anybody would argue that. Yeah, but the situation of Chelsea, and okay, I have no clue actually about the situation of Chelsea, to be honest. But that we don't do as good as we could has nothing to do with the quality of other teams, to be honest. So it's self-made. Not everything our fault, but still self-made, and that's why we are where we are. But that's how it is, and we have to go from here, and we have to improve, and we have to be. For us, it's okay. So usually, a point against Chelsea is not bad. It's not a bad result. But I sit here and I feel a little bit that I have to say, okay, it's okay. So because you also think, how can you not win against them? So they will win a lot of games, I can promise you. And today they didn't. So that's good. But of course, first and foremost, I'm concerned about our stuff. And I saw good signs, but I know we have to do the good things even better and longer and in an idle world for the full 95 or meanwhile 100 minutes probably, and that's then we are there, and we will go in that direction, I'm sure.
Last one, Joe Benson.
Jurgen, your first clean sheet in 9 Premier League games, your second clean sheet in a row. Is this important psychologically when the guys
Massive, yeah. So directly after the game, you cannot forget the chances they had, where we defended in the last second with a block. But tomorrow, I will not remember them anymore. It's just a clean sheet, and it feels really good. So, how I said, there are things we have to build on. That's what we will do. So the next opponent now, obviously, is not Premier League, but is FA Cup, and it's Brighton. That's a team we didn't do too well in the last game. So we said we should try to do better, and that's what we will try. And will be interesting.
Thank you.
Welcome.